first one is essentially this: CO2 agriculture. Before first we control uniqueness, agriculture's collapse. Now skills 11. Farmers face rising difficulties, water shortages, flash floods. Their crops are afflicted by pests, diseases. Will not rain in the rainy season. The cold season shrinking. And CO2 leads to food shortages. The source the ability for animals to pollinate plants, which leads to disease and overall food supply. That's our control. And here's more of its negative effects outweigh this. 11. Too much of a good thing can be a bad thing as a possible help increase the growth of some plants with CO2 is based on this. Skeptics make their own claims. So skepticism also fails to take into account warmer agriculture, increased deserts in area, land to reduce the area available for crop CO2 needs, plants needs extra water, rainwater is not sufficient airway. Agriculture does have to produce fertilizers for natural gas. Plants who benefit from increased carbon dioxide is only in close areas to create from insects. It would be reckless to keep adding CO2 to the atmosphere. Positive impacts will be overwhelmed by negative impacts on climate change. And this global warming is natural. It doesn't mean it's not a risk. We still escalate through scenarios, but they ignore it to source forwards, leads to Middle East war, and it invites terrorists to make it as natural. It doesn't make it okay. And they said it's just warming impact of the cross-play or OCRLF. Evidence that the CO2 causes warming. That the research from Harvard, Oregon State, and Wisconsin used climate records to find the CO2 drives warming seen in the lab graph. And on warming is that our authors are alarmists and to reject the climate model, but even if they're alarmists, better safe than sorry. And B extend our OCRLF evidence, which we just talked about, which says that the climate records and CO2 are that the climate records find that warming is real and affected by CO2, and they said it's a long-term predictable, but even if it is, they conceded 4 existential love scenarios, even if it's long-term, it still causes extinction and insolvency. They said earthquakes, but qualified evidence concludes no earthquakes. That's Spicing 9. Injecting electromagnetic form substances in deep underground position, earthquake reduces potential to seismic activity. Some fear that massive quantities of CO2 could expand into the later earthquakes. More geologists have concluded this type of harm is irreparable. The results of CCS injection was concluded seismicity because users are relying on biology groups who are supposed to see this. And they said that it will solve 2030, but solves quickly, can begin capture immediately. Sequestration is currently economical. It's Miller L 9. Underground injection CO2 is feasible today. Thus, there are no obstacles to starting immediately. Existing power plants could afford to some of their CO2 into new power plants. We decided to control their CO2 development could go fast commercial applications be read in many areas. Capturing new integrated power plants could essentially decarbonize the entire coal power plant sector. And on T1, we meet CO2 is not energy, it's a commodity that's sparks double E. CO2 is purchased as a commodity, CO2 is a classified as a greenhouse gas. And transporting a good mix of state as U.S. Chamber of Commerce 10. Definition of transportation restriction to fixed facilities for people and to traverse geographical space include pipeline. And CO2 pipelines are distinct from energy, they fall under transportation as Monest 8. The Surface Transportation Board has authority over pipeline commodity rather than a water gas throughout the SUS jurisdiction. For CO2 pipelines, the framework is granted jurisdiction over all measures, the FRC jurisdiction. For other pipelines carrying out their commodities, the STB was established. And following other STBs, all your limits off as in this GA 198. The STB has jurisdiction over pipelines that provide interstate transportation of ammonia, carbon dioxide, phosphorus, and hydrogen. And government reputation, TIs, roads, rails, airways, canals, and pipelines as CST 6. Transportation infrastructure, those are transportation networks, rails, railways, airways, canals, and pipelines. And reasons to prefer acquisition on the way of the government definition, support interpretation is key to predictability, which will be impacted below. And the key to role of education, keystone pipelines prefer apps, the core of politics, to be now. And C, their interpretation delimits the inclusion of vehicles exposed to the topic more than pipelines we sold in its best. And D, no ground plan built up the DOT's jurisdiction over that's predictable. And together coordinate generic states and private counterparts of the election scene and reasonability ways Point to particular resolution to for interpretation is predictable vote app. Limits focus is bad and such rights arbitrarily excluding the app. If the win limits comes first, it justifies counter interpretation and all their apps again on the K. Environmental security is key to address climate change. App is a DA to the alternative that's not the 10. Specific global and regional climate projections help identify regions and countries which will use the increased risk from climate change. The security threat is well known as the interests of the world's most affluent countries who take measures to reduce the warming, understanding how and why different societies respond to climate change is one way of making them possible. And interpretation the role of balance to evaluate the similarity consequences of plan passage. Anything else is voting issue. It distracts away from plan, which is the test point for discussion will begin. Predictable alternatives also need to forget implementation by nature. Outside of the room, anything else is unpredictable and destroys the education cost benefit and analysis debate business. And changing your representational practices hinders understanding of policy by overlooking questions of agency and material structure. That's 96. While theoretical debates are important to academics, the discourse and concerns of foreign policy decision makers are quite different because constitute distinct subculture. There is danger that academics assume discourse are more significant than the reality that they really are. The assumption is that the representation is inadequate and self-political structure that are crucial in explaining social action and should be theorized together. There is a danger of fetishizing concern with the discourse that we lack the political and geographical context within particular discourse and strategies becomes significant. And absolute rejection of security-based politics leads to global security. It's only U.S. forces can prevent global violence. That's Chain 3. Peace is good and social justice, but neither is absolutely good. Neither automatically trumps the other. One can put one historical example after another for being deployed in the name of just one technology will less violent would be more than just one. Consider the Japanese military in World War II. Even more tragic is from negligent justice and massive crimes unpunished wars stabilize the goods to settle social life. The tragedy of American involvement in Somalia is not the U.S. social percent there, but the American command was not sufficient to restore minimal civic peace and bring to the Africa without secure housing. God, it's not separate as we get to justify the scope of the plan. And a realistic approach like the plan makes head sustainable and avoids conflict because it's viewed as less reserved than its back at pitch 5. Realism American tradition similar circumstance when it comes to power. Realistic culture, the lively awareness of what power is social military about. Cannot do, there's no more dangerous delusion than the concept of total victory. But realists have to keep using force as last resort, hence it doesn't take, which means the Bush doctrine of preventive war and permit both the alternative should be able to overcome the plan, otherwise it can't solve. And on the counter plan, one fertilization fails, sequesters 1/8 of the CO2 we emit and destroys marine ecosystem. That's Royal Society 9. Limitation of fertilization only fractions things deep enough we could expect some fraction of 1 GTC per year could be extracted. Carbon is being released at 8.5 GTC per year. All proposals changing the marine ecosystem. The consequences are some of the complex structures make impacts and costs how to protect the potential. The oxygen starved regions of the ocean may increase in an area. A dozen experiments that demonstrated limited effects in iron led to the predictable phytoplankton and bloom. And ocean fertilization bad results in dead cells, kills biodine and increases algal blooms. And be skeptical if there's solvency claims. There's a reason we haven't tried geoengineering yet. That's UNEP 11. The effects of fertilization is studied. The result in algal blooms, increase in algal blooms would consume enormous amounts of oxygen caused by the dead cells. The nature of ocean fertilization prevent the acquisition of knowledge about the impacts of ocean fertilization on the deep ocean. The IC report cautioned the monitoring of essential to assess the benefits and impacts of mitigation capacity for the human ecosystem of our planet and among groups of people that are different ages. Geoengineering proposed there are many legal, ethical, and diplomatic security concerns to overcome before these schemes can be considered solutions. And algal blooms will drain atmosphere oxygen until everything dies. At Science Daily 8. Well, the algae dies, it seems to the bottom where the deconstitutionally state depletion of oxygen. Animal life needs the oxygen the algae produce now threatens the health and livelihood of people and permit both. And decline leads to extinction. That's Satchel 8. The level of oxygen in the Earth's atmosphere has declined. It's changing the makeup of air. We breathe this potential further implications for health and survival of human life on Earth. Therefore, nearly 150 deaths in the world's ocean which started to reach oxygen levels of starvation is reducing regional fish stocks and diminishing the physical population that are depending on fishing. And skip that card. And on the China Steel side, doesn't show the case plan may decrease steel in the long term, but doesn't decrease until after the project is rated. And plan import steel from China, that's Mills 11. China's CCS potential low-cost Chinese manufacture could be crucial to bring down the expense of returning the vast list of steel pipelines. And on the SO2DA, thousands of years of modeling prove SO2 is a net heating effect. Also, humans aren't the main cause. That's Ward 9. Sulfide comes from volcanoes, sea salt, and blown dust. When eruption causes deposits of approximately 50 million pounds of billion sulfide. The association of sulfide with warming is clearly the amount of warming is proportional to sulfide. The main correlation between volcanism and global warming can be denied. And CO2 causes Arctic warming, sea level rise, and acid rain. That's Gaussian 5.4. SO2 causes those things. The SO2 from fuel power plants from smogs and low costs that produce acid rain doesn't work from the source. The little attention is paid to the common effects of smogs themselves with the low cost of pods. Keep surface temperatures from falling at night. The Arctic smogs and low cost caused by SO2 will trap heat below 24 hours a day. The force of damage. Normally, SO2 is not a greenhouse gas. But in the Arctic, a combination of water vapor produces smog that causes reflect heat. This stress the melting and freezing patterns resulting in less ice in the Arctic Ocean. And sea level rise threatens millions. It's Bernstein 7. Coastal exposed to increased risk, including coastal erosion due to climate change and sea level rise. Millions are projected to experience floods and numbers effectively largest Asian Africa. And acid rain causes destruction of multiple areas of the environment. All marine life will die. Let's term 11. Acid rain will continue to worsen. Acid rain can affect bosses of water by increasing the acidity until fish and vegetation and all life survive. Plankton, like the food source, that affect your marine life. At pH levels of 4.5 millimeter, all aquatic life will die. Acid rain greatly affects forest essential nutrients for plant life for wash away. And future CO2 and other GHG emissions will overwhelm SO2's cooling capability. It's Common Site 16. We've already emitted to the 6 trillion tons of carbon that could much higher this approach ignores human influences in the most proximity to sulfate aerosols and greenhouse gases. These two influences at gases.
Oh, next one quick question.
Yes, we can ask one.
Okay. Did you read the first card on the SO2DA? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
She read up to the climate change.
Let's start with topicality. Your GAO 98 evidence talks about how the STB solves our limits claim. What is the STB?
Alright, the STB is, that's what we talk about in the card right before that. It's called the Surface Transportation Board, and that and the FERC are what
so how
determines...
does it control the limits?
Okay, so if you look at the card right above that, it talks about how CO2 pipelines fall under transportation because the Surface Transportation Board is what controls the CO2 pipelines.
So how does that solve for any limits?
Because we fall under transportation. I don't understand your question.
STB is like the main part of transportation infrastructure. So since we are transportation infrastructure,
Does the GAO evidence uniquely say the STB is the main?
It says, quote, the
part
STB has jurisdiction over pipelines that provide interstate transportation of ammonia, carbon dioxide.
Okay, perfect. Your first piece of evidence, that's your Forbes AL 2008 evidence, talks about how the first topicality evidence says that CO2 is a commodity. Mm-hmm. Although in the evidence it just says it is sold as a commodity. Okay. What's the difference?
It's the same thing. If something is sold as something,
what's the definition of a commodity?
What's the definition of a commodity?
Yeah.
Something that people use.
Something that people. So, isn't there a difference between like?
Very loose definition.
Okay, something that people eat. Okay, that's fine.
It's different than energy, which is just
Right, I understand. Okay,
a commodity is something tangible.
let's go. Okay, let's go to the warming flow. You answered our argument saying that we made the argument that saying your authors are alarmists. You said it's like basically a try or die scenario. Better be safe than sorry. Why is that true? Why should we evaluate this first when there are other issues happening in the status quo?
Okay, because first of all, 97%, 95 to 97% of scientists believe that warming is real and an actual risk.
Hold on, real quick. Is warming inevitable?
Warming killing us all. Warming will kill us all.
Is it inevitable?
Warming will kill us all.
Is yes or no?
Warming will kill us all. It's not a yes or no question. It's not as simple as you're putting it. It's a lot more complex than you think.
In the status quo, yes.
Okay, perfect.
Nice. Perfect. Good catch.
Okay. I should probably slow myself.
That's a good idea.
Let's go to the counterplan. You say that.
I'm not timing this, are you?
I got 12 seconds. Your UN EPR 11 evidence talks about how ocean fertilization is bad. Can you give me a warrant or like reason why it's bad?
Yeah, totally. It's even in the tag. It makes dead zones. It kills biodiversity.
Okay.